In the cold, unforgiving expanse of deep space, the human starship Dauntless hurtled through the void, its engines straining against the relentless pursuit of the dreaded Xerian warship. On the bridge, Captain Javan Roth clenched his fists, his gruff features etched with determination as he watched the alien vessel's massive silhouette closing in on the view screen. "They've locked onto us with their ion cannons," his first officer Lara warned, her voice taut with tension. "Deflector shields down to 30%. Javan's mind raced, desperate to find a way out of their dire predicament. That's when he remembered the priceless Eldarian relic they had procured from an excavation site, an artifact of immense value to the Eldarians, who had been embroiled in a bitter, eons-old conflict with the Xerians. "Open a channel to the Eldarian High Command," he ordered, his tone laced with a grim resolve. As the transmission went through, Javan spoke with a commanding presence. "This is Captain Javan Roth of the human vessel Dauntless. We have in our possession a priceless Eldarian artifact, and we're being pursued by a Xerian warship. If you want it back, you'd better come and claim it." No sooner had the words left his lips than a colossal Eldarian dreadnought tore through the fabric of space, unleashing a torrent of plasma fire upon the Xerian ship. The Dauntless shuddered violently as the two titans clashed, their weapons igniting the darkness like a raging inferno. Seizing the moment, Javan opened another channel, this time hailing their sworn enemies, the Valorian Empire. "Attention, you Valorian curs," he growled, his voice dripping with disdain. "Your feeble forces are no match for the might of humanity. If you have the courage to face us, come and meet your doom." Within moments, the first Valorian strike ships burst onto the scene, their disruptor cannons blazing. Javan's gambit had succeeded. By goading the Valorians, he had drawn them into the fray, transforming the once one-sided battle into a chaotic maelstrom of warring alien forces, all vying for dominance amidst the raging inferno engulfing this remote corner of the galaxy. As the Dauntless banked hard to avoid a volley of plasma torpedoes, Javan allowed himself a feral grin. They were still alive, still in the fight, and he had no intention of surrendering now. The more chaos they could sow, the longer they could buy themselves time to slip away from this hellish engagement and live to fight another day. Javan's blood ran hot with the thrill of defiance as the Dauntless plunged headlong into the heart of the maelstrom. The cascading blasts of energy fire lit up the void like a kaleidoscope of destruction, the Dauntless shuddering violently with each near miss. On the bridge, sparks rained down as Javan fought to keep the ship steady amidst the churning vortex of clashing alien armadas. "We've got multiple hostile ships locked on and closing fast," Lara shouted over the din of blaring alarms. "Deflectors can't take much more of this pounding." Javan ground his teeth, his mind racing for any sliver of an opening to escape. That's when he spotted it, a narrow spatial disruption in the heart of the inferno, likely caused by the overlapping energy fields. It was a long shot, but their only hope. "Brace for maximum thrust!" he roared. "We're punching through that rift!" With a gut-wrenching lurch, the Dauntless surged forward at bone-crushing speed, the bridge view screen a blur of blinding light and ethereal energies as they hurtled straight into the eye of the cosmic storm. For a moment, it felt like the very fabric of reality was being torn asunder around them. Then, as quickly as the nightmarish tumult had begun, it fell away into an eerie silence, the endless starfield stretching out before them once more. Javan slumped back in his chair, drenched in sweat but relieved to be alive. "Damage report!" he croaked out, glancing at the haggard faces of his crew. "Shields and weapons are offline," Lara replied wearily. "But we made it. We're clear of the combat zone." A ragged cheer went up from the bridge crew. Against all odds, their desperate gambit had paid off. They had sown such catastrophic chaos that they managed to slip through the mayhem and make their escape from the warring armadas. As the Dauntless drifted silently, systems flickering back online, Javan couldn't help but shake his head.